Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you very much for being a time traveler. This is your prediction for January 2026. Keep in mind, it's a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message belongs to someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what those are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra need to know for January 2026? What do they need to know for January 2026? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Hermit. In the top row, you have the Four of Wands. You have the Six of Cups. And you have the Nine of Cups. Flanking the Hermit is the King of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the World, and the Page of Cups. Sneak peek now into February. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. That leaves the Chariot, the High Priestess, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Something is occurring here in the month of January which launches you forward in February in a new direction, in a direction that provides long-term stability for your life. So it's almost like because of what you're doing or what is transpiring here in January, it's like February 1st hits the calendar and it's like we're off to the races. So let's clarify this more to see exactly what is happening for you in January 2026. I'm using the After Tarot deck to clarify. The cards in this deck have slightly different images as well as meanings, and we'll go through them as necessary for your reading. All right, let's clarify this now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. For January 2026, we are clarifying Four of Wands, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, King of Wands, the Hermit, Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the World, and the Page of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Magician. The Six of Cups is clarified by Temperance. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Swords. Let me just fix this a little bit. Okay. The King of Wands is clarified by the Three of Swords. The Hermit is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. The World is clarified by the Ten of Swords. And the Page of Cups is clarified by the World. Wow. A very significant, I've obviously this won't be a reading for everyone watching, right? But Libra, if this is your message, you'll know this because I'm doing this reading on the 28th. I apologize. It was supposed to come out 2 days ago, but I've been ill since Christmas. But anyway, you would already know if this is your message. There's no way that this cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning, and you wouldn't be aware of it several days beforehand. So if you're watching this reading now and you're like, nope, I don't have anything significant ending in my life, then I feel like it's just not your reading. But for those of you where you know that you have already begun moving towards a new chapter of your life, I feel like January solidifies the ending of a significant chapter and then the opening of a new one. Sneak peek now into February. Ten of Wands, Justice, Ace of Cups, Lovers, Six of Cups. Like the past is officially in the past come February. King of Swords, there you are in your masculine energy. And then the Four of Swords. So it appears here for the group of you I've tapped into, January is the heavy lifting or the final heavy lift for this particular chapter closing out. Now, everyone's on a different point of the timeline. For those of you where you're watching, you're like, I'm not quite there yet, then this might be happening for you 3 or 4 months from now is the feeling that I'm getting. So I would continue watching this if you know that something eventually will come to an end, like your job, like you're looking for another job, or you're in a long-term connection and you know that you're headed towards an ending, then I would watch this. This will probably give you some insight into what April, May, or June may be like for you this year. But for those of you where you're in the thick of it, let's really get into it. Your energy for the month of January is the Hermit to the Two of Pentacles. This is very much going within. I don't feel like you're speaking to a lot of people about the changes that are occurring in your life. If you are, I don't feel like you're giving them all of the details. This seems to be an entire month where you are very slowly calibrating your life in a new direction, and it's almost like a waiting period here. I need to wait for whatever reason, whether that's internal to you because you need some time to gather up resources, find another job, find a new place to live, or you're waiting for something external from you to give you the okay, like you're waiting for the seller of the home to accept your offer, right? Or you're now just, you've gone on to 1, 2, 3 interviews. You're now just waiting for the new job to give you the offer. So again, for some of you, this is waiting because internally, I still have to get some more ducks in a row before I can proceed forward. And for others of you, I'm waiting for someone else to kind of give me the final okay or the say so before I can move forward. It could even be like a divorce for some of you. But again, it would be like I'm anticipating the new chapter, but I'm waiting for that official decree from the legal system to nullify the marriage, or not nullify, but, officially declare it over. So whatever's closing out here for you, yes, this seems to be, I'm just biding my time and getting myself together in anticipation for a new beginning. 4 of Wands to the Magician. This is what you're manifesting. It's a little bit of a daydream energy. It's a little bit, I wonder what life will be like when this is over. There's excitement here. There's also a desire to want to create this new stability. I want to live at this place. Oh, I can see myself going on vacation here. Wow, I can't wait until I have a new job. It's a little bit of a daydreamy energy. I normally don't get that with the Magician because the Magician tells me you're actively co-creating with the universe to create this new stability, this new structure in your life. But because we see you here waiting, I feel like a lot of the heavy lifting is done already, like physically getting things done. And this seems more to be like a couple of loose ends here need to be tied up, but a great anticipation about the new. You're very excited about the new chapter, even though maybe you're not existing in it fully just yet. And this is what I'm talking about, 6 of Cups to Temperance. I feel like you're leaving something or someone behind here. There's a job you've been at a long time, a community you lived in for a long time, a way of life, the way you've shown up in the world, that could be changing. Maybe your spirituality is changing, your religious beliefs. There's something monumental here. There's a particular chapter here in your life that you're leaving behind. But again, the feeling is, if I could do it all, yesterday, I would have done this already. But I can't. I need to be tempered. I don't want to make any mistakes. Maybe in the past, when you rushed to do things before you were ready, you were confronted with some issues. And you're like, okay, this time I know I'm going to have to change my diet. That this time I know I'm going to have to break this addiction. This time, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to leave this relationship. This time I know I'm going to have to find a new place to live. But I don't want to rush into it. I don't want to make any of the mistakes in the past. So again, I like the Temperance energy here. It is Sagittarius energy. It's fire energy. So there is movement forward, but it's slow. Again, this is being done either internally to you because I just want to make sure everything's right, or I'm just waiting, like I said, externally for the go ahead. But there is something here about leaving something or someone, or like I said, the way you existed previously in the world, it's coming to an end. 9 of Cups to the 7 of Swords. This is what I was talking about. Like, I'm really excited for the new, but I want to make sure I get it right this time. The new way of showing up in the world, the new belief system I have, the new place I live, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to keep repeating myself. But the idea here is I'm moving in the direction of the 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, but I don't want to do anything wrong. In the After Tarot deck, the 7 of Swords is someone who's moving a little too quickly, and therefore they could get caught in a trap. And so this is just like, I'm going to take it day by day. I know that the new is coming. I've asked for it. I've put things in motion to make it happen. I'm waiting, either something internal to me or external from me, but I'm excited about it, and I'm going to take it slow. Whether that wait is because I'm waiting internally or externally for some ducks to end up in a row here, there's still the feeling of, I don't want to screw it up this time. I don't want to screw it up this time. Flanking the Hermit and the 2 of Pentacles is the King of Wands to the 3 of Swords. Whatever chapter this has been for you, situation, environment, connection, or again, something within you, it created pain. So it seems here like there was a moment in your life that whatever this has been for you caused you heartache, grief, sorrow on some scale, to some depth. And now you're taking the initiative to really wrap up that chapter. And you're not just wrapping up this chapter of your life, you're saying all the hurt and pain that was created there, I'm going to leave it in that chapter. I'm going to take the lessons with me. That's why I'm going slow, right? I don't want to fuck it up this time. I don't think I could get demonetized on a member video, but okay, anyway. I don't even know if there's monetization on a member video, to be honest with you. I just started the membership program like 3 weeks ago, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Your message is what's important. And your message here is, I'm excited about the new. I'm looking forward to the new. I'm excited about my life expanding and creating and moving in a new direction. I'm going to take the lessons of the past. I want to make sure that this time around I don't screw it up again. So I'm not going to accept any old job. I'm not going to live in any old place. It has to be aligned to what I see for myself in the future. So I'm taking the lessons and I'm leaving the pain in the past. Page of Swords to the Ace of Wands. There's at least one other person here, and it could be multiple for some of you. I don't know your specific connections in your life, but you are excited about the new, the opportunity to, wow, this ball is really starting to roll. I can really start seeing what my future is going to be like. I'm very close to feeling, I guess, like I'm very close to leaving this all the fuck behind me, right? And I feel like you are communicating this to at least one person, a friend, a family member, a lover, a coworker. There's someone here, there's communication here that you're having with another person, and you're like, I'm leaving this behind. Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Look in the After Tarot deck. Whatever chapter this was here in your life, it didn't really fulfill you, right? So maybe you were in a connection where you were breadcrumbs, or you were at a job where they didn't pay you adequately, or you were in a living situation that just wasn't fair. Maybe you were paying too much for the amenities that you were receiving. Whatever chapter this was for you, or maybe even the way, like I said, you showed up in the world, just wasn't in balance to who you were. And if it was external to you, it wasn't reciprocal in nature. I see you leaving it behind. You're leaving behind the lack of reciprocity. Either you weren't giving to yourself fairly and fully, and you're like, enough of that, putting myself first as of the new year, or you were engaging with the person, place, or thing that wasn't giving to you fully. Either way, there's now a plan in place. It's solid. It's Knight of Pentacles. And again, it's that feeling of, this won't all happen overnight, but I'm headed in a better direction. And I'm no longer settling for breadcrumbs, and I'm no longer going to give myself breadcrumbs either. The World to the Ten of Swords. It's over. By the time you get to the end of January, this very difficult chapter or cycle of your life is over. In the After Tarot deck, there is no coming back. The Ten of Swords is over. It's done with. The person's on a gurney. There's no resuscitation here involved. They're being carried out to sea. That was, the way historically things would be done, right? If you died on a ship, they just kind of tossed you over. So this is, it's done and it's over with. But you're excited that it's done and over with, even if it was really hard to get here. Look at the Page of Cups in the World. So 2 World cards back to back. This is, it's done and it's over. And this is simultaneously, this closes out, boom, new chapters here. And you're excited about it. The After Tarot deck depicts the World card. This deck doesn't show it. In other tarot decks that I have, the World card usually shows the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac in the corners: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But in the After Tarot deck, totally different. The World card is flanked by all 4 aces, the same 4 aces that the Magician holds. So this is what I mean by this really difficult cycle or chapter of your life closing right on the heels of something new opening. It's like the lease expires and you move into the new place. You get the new job offer, you close this out on a Friday, and Monday you start the next job. There's something like that happening, and it's back to back. This closes out, the message comes in, the new begins. It's actually quite exciting here as you get towards the second half of the month. And then looking into February, I mean, this is great. This is solid, steady. That Knight of Pentacles, that plan, you're now fully investing in it, and things are starting to speed up. 8 of Wands, the Chariot, you got the second fastest card in the deck, and then the fastest card in the deck. So I really feel like come February, it's go time. I don't think your life is rainbows and unicorns, in February, but man, are you well on your way there. So I really like this for you. Again, in February, we see like justice is served. That heavy burden of that chapter, it's over. Something official here is happening, and it just opens you up, emotionally speaking. You might even cry that this is over, but I think there are tears of joy here that I'm feeling. Definitely tears of joy, like that's over. I'm feeling good in my skin again. Again, I might not be exactly where I want to be, but damn, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You have the Lovers, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. This is officially leaving the past in the past. And you're embracing the new. And you're doing this from your higher self. Very strong masculine energy here for you with that King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Even if you are a feminine or you identify as a feminine watching this, the feeling still here is, I'm making a choice that as I embark on this new chapter, I am never, ever revisiting that again. I'm never going to show up that way again. I'm never going to be with that person again. I'm never going to live there again. Like, I'm never engaging in that habit again. This is an active choice you're making. This is full healing. Oh my God, letting go of the past, and King to the Queen of Swords. I mean, you're seeing things so clearly that based upon your past experiences, you are looking forward to a future that doesn't remotely replicate what you've gone through. Really, really beautiful energy. There's not much to clarify here. I do just want to see who you're talking to, just to give you an idea. Again, could be a friend, family member, or lover, but there's communication here about mid-month. You seem to be telling someone that the worst is almost over, or there's that new chapter here. You seem to be excited to share this Ace of Wands with another individual. Who is Libra speaking to in that Page of Swords? Who is Libra speaking to? Could be a child for some of you. Like if you're going through a divorce, maybe you're telling your children. That's possible when we have that page there. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Fool. Yeah, you're telling someone the new chapter is here. And you know the new is here before it officially closes out. So you know that the seller has accepted your offer to buy their property before you officially sign the documents. Like you're telling someone else, I got the new job before you give the job your notice. That's what's happening here. Maybe you're in a rehab program. You're telling someone, I got a week to go and I'm out and I'm sober and I'm clean. It's like before the official end, you're notifying someone here of the beginning. You're excited about the beginning. Seven of Wands and the Five of Wands, bottom of deck, Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're excited to leave behind the chaos and the conflict. And there's also this feeling of this new beginning, I'm going to do it very differently than I'm adamant. I'm adamant. Whew, I'm never going back there again. That's the feeling. I'm not going to do anything to ever put me in that position again. Man, you're entering 2026 sharper, wiser. Libra, if you're watching this and you're not quite there yet, but you know that, something significant's coming to an end, you're going to love this feeling come, like I said, April, May, or June for you. For those of you, or maybe you're lagging a little bit behind this. Tell me about that Ace of Wands, this new beginning. New job, new life, maybe a new place to live, new relationship, new business. This is nice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Wands, again, Page of Swords. I'm telling you, you're communicating with someone else. Queen of Wands could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Seven of Pentacles, which we have here. Bottom of deck, Star card. Oh, yeah. You're definitely communicating with someone else here. Like, I can't wait to start the beginning. I'm going to do things differently this time. I just heard. I'm going to do things. So you're communicating with someone that the hard days, the dog days are almost over. That's a great song by Florence and the Machine, by the way. So maybe you want to listen to that. That might be a song for you that just partially channeled through. But yeah, definitely communicating here. Could be with another air sign. Could be with a fire sign. We have Aquarius there. That's all I really have in terms of people cards. Oh, and Aries with the Fool card. But yeah, this is, I can't wait to start this. And you're holding the Ace of Pentacles. You're holding the new beginning. That's what I mean. Like you're aware of it. You're cognizant of it. You have it in your hand. That's why you're telling someone else. Only a matter of time now before this wraps up. Let's get one card here for that top row for Libra. What a massive shift here in the Libra collective. I mean, massive. You have, it is safe for you to receive. Yeah, you are waiting. You're waiting to receive that new chapter of your life, the okay, the yes, or something like that. I think you can trust this new beginning because you had such a hand in creating it. You co-created with the divine. Savings, well, yeah, for some of you, maybe you're saving your time, or not saving your time, you're saving your energy, or maybe you're saving your money in anticipation of the new. And again, remember, I got that feeling just biding my time. So it could be that as well. Like, I know it's coming. Feeling so I know it's coming. I can see it coming. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're excited for this. And I keep hearing, I'm never going back there again. I don't know what that is. Conscious consumer. Yeah, moving forward, you're going to be very conscientious about what you allow into your life. Not just consumption, it matters what you're eating or drinking or intaking, but just energy flow and the people that you allow in. You're going to be very conscious now moving forward. So maybe in the past you allowed in some bad actors, you know. And I always say don't be hard on yourself for that. I know we hate hearing it, but it was part of your life's journey. You would not be the Libra that you are becoming in 2026 had it not been for everything that happened before you. So look at it that way. You learned some valuable lessons from those teachers. And for some of you, you were your own teacher. You didn't even realize it at the time. Let's get you one oracle card here now from this deck for that top row. Psychic insight. Your third eye is now open and you see the truth of what is. Follow your intuition. I definitely think that you're doing that. I feel like that magician card and the world card also holding the energy here of the magician. There's something here where you knew this day was coming. Maybe you didn't know exactly when, but you knew this day was coming. You then have forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. We see that with that Three of Swords. So maybe for some of you, this is also forgiving someone else, acknowledging that had to happen. You had to do that. I didn't like it, but I learned a lot from it. Forgiveness doesn't mean you had the right to do that to me. Forgiveness means I understand why you did it. It was part of my soul's contract. Thank you for being a good fucking teacher. That's how I see forgiveness. When I'm leaving something or someone behind, it's like, you were a damn good teacher. Thank you. Learned a lot from you. And like I said, for some of you, you are your own teacher. You got yourself involved in something you shouldn't have, and you figured your way out of it. And you learned through that process, if I could get myself into a hard position, I damn well have the strength to get myself out. So yeah, for some of you, you were your own teacher here. And that's okay. We all go through that. You have two cards here for the bottom row. You have care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. And then you have unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. It's possible for some of you moving forward, you will be more understanding or more compassionate towards people than you were in the past because of what you have gone through. Close it out with some kippers now. I love it. We've got privileged lady, official person. I feel like you're really coming into your own. Again, I don't think it's all rainbows and unicorns. I don't think you're hitting 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles come February, but damn well on your way to it. Absolutely. Again, take it as slow as you need to. Two cards here for that top row. Great fortune, expectation. That's that feeling. I know any moment I'm out of here. Any moment this is coming to an end. Any moment things are going to get better. This is such a strong belief, and we have that psychic insight. It's like you know now. In January, you know, it's just a matter of time. I'm just waiting. Like literally, you're just like looking out the window. I don't think you're doing that the whole month, but you know what I mean. You're just waiting for the new chapter. Coffin. You're waiting for something to officially come to an end. One more card here. Concern. Yeah, there's that feeling like I know it's coming, but I wish it would have came yesterday. I don't know what or who you're leaving behind, but it's like, it's almost like you're watching the clock in January, like, oh, I just can't wait for this to be over. Can't wait for this to be over. Let me get one more card here, please, for the last row for Libra for January. Thank you. Message, boom, and then the message comes in. It's over. Look at that. High honor and jackpot. It's like, boom, I knew it was coming in. So waiting for a significant chapter here in your life to be over. Again, some of you, it's just, I'm waiting because I got to get money together, get stuff in order. For others of you, you're waiting for that like official person to like give you a response or something like that. But yeah, when it's over, it's over. There's a message that comes in that your life is changing and you're now on a whole new path, going on a whole new journey. Yeah, really nice for you. The building blocks of your new life begins in January 2026. Take your time, do it right. I have no doubt that you will. That's what I have for you, Libra, for January 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, Please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. Thank you once again for your patience and for being a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.